Welcome to another That CMMS Dude video. In today's video, we're going to cover using MobileMMS to create a request for asset tag and insurance on a fleet asset. First off, let's navigate to a fleet asset that we need to request the asset tag and insurance for. So I'm going to click on the fleet section here, and I'm going to select the fleet assets. This will bring up a list of all of our fleet assets. And using the search field, I'm going to search for asset 375. And this search field allows you to search by vehicle number, by license plate, or by VIN number. So if you have any portion of any of those numbers, you can use that here in the search. So I'm going to hit enter, and you can see out of the 400 and some odd assets that we have, it's going to give us a smaller list of just those assets that have 375, either as the asset number, the license plate number, or the VIN number. So I'm going to pick 375 here, and I'm going to hit the details button and get the fleet asset for vehicle 375 up. So this is all of our information on the fleet asset. And these are all of the subforms that we can use to support anything we need to do on this fleet asset. And as you can see, there's a request for asset tag and insurance right here. So I'm going to click the chain link next to request for asset tag and insurance to create one of these forms. And this form is very, very simple. All it does is take the link fields from the parent form and compile the information that's needed for our staff to issue an asset tag and insurance. So this is just a repeat of the information that's already recorded on the fleet asset parent form. So I'm going to hit create, and now we have a request for asset tag and insurance right here. If I hit the details button, it'll bring that up, and you can see it's just those linked fields that we were just showing on the creation screen compiled here onto a form. From here, we have several options to communicate this request out to staff. We can use the print option and choose print to PDF, and it would print this to a PDF. Then we could take that PDF form and email it out to the right people. We could use the email button option here and send that to somebody. I could send that, and here's what that email will look like. I can see that it came from MobileMMS. It was sent to me, and it just takes that information and gives you a nice printable version of it. So this is a good way to communicate out the request for asset tag and insurance. Another option would be to use this clipboard icon here. If you use that clipboard icon, it will just create a link to this record. Then you could email that link out to the appropriate people. It would give them a hyperlink that if they clicked on it, it would take them to the MobileMMS login page. Once they logged in, it would take them directly to this form. So they would see it in their browser just like I have up on the screen right now. The final method, and the one that I tend to use, even though it's no better or worse than any other method, is I simply navigate to this form after I've created it. I'll highlight all of this, do a Control-C to copy it, and then I will paste it into an email, which would look something like this. So once I've pasted this into an email, then I would send it to whoever it needs to go to, and they would get the request for asset tag and insurance with the information that they need. When it comes time to retire an asset, we do the same thing with the request to remove insurance and asset tag. We just hit the chain link next to that form. It will bring this creation form up. And again, it just compiles the same information. The only thing different is this just says request to remove insurance and asset tag. Once we create that, we will have the form down here, bring up the details on that form, and then we could either print a PDF, email it, send a hyperlink, or again, the way I tend to do it is just highlight it, copy it, and then paste it into an email, right? So I'll just paste this again here, and you can see I've just pasted the request to remove asset tag and insurance. So hopefully this video has been helpful. It shows how we can do a request for asset tag and insurance, or a request to remove insurance and asset tag without actually going into the fleet asset record and pulling all of that information manually to email out. Thank you again for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.